Welcome, welcome. We have returned. It's time for oGs.MC versus White.Ra Game 2. But interestingly, if we take a gander to the top right, we see oGs.MC is actually not the red Protoss. He is the blue Protoss. They did a color switcheroo because White.Ra was so mad. He just auto-picked red.
That's what happens, and we see good luck is responded by MC. Game 1, there was no response, but it looks like he's feeling a little bit more friendly as he's up 1-0. And I want to go ahead and plug some Team Liquid action where you can find more StarCraft news. That is, of course, twitter.com/TeamLiquidNet, and you can find these VODs. I recommend going to the spoiler-free VOD thread, but you can also find them on youtube.com/TeamLiquidNet.
Absolutely one of the best places to go. Anything that has Team Liquid Net in it, I am subscribed, following, attending, homepage set to. Because you know what? There's nothing wrong with having StarCraft as the centerpiece of your entertainment. We do see oGs.MC now throwing down that gateway in his main. In the bottom left, we also see not oGs Duckload.Ra, but just regular old Duckload.Ra planting down his gateway on 12 as well. So both players a little bit more lined up than they were last game.
Yeah, taking a look at the production tab, those bars are advancing at almost identical pace. We can see a little bit of an advantage yet again for MC. He's got his assimilator down a second or two before White.Ra, and that's what happens when you grind out hundreds and hundreds of games at the highest level. You just start to get these little advantages, which are oh so key at the highest level. You see MC dropping his second pylon, using his chrono boost, going for the assimilator, and as I was saying in the downtime with Day 9, being a two-player map, I really expect this to be at least one of the players four-gating. On Metalopolis, it's, for all intents and purposes, a three-player map. You're not 100% sure, a bit of a longer rush distance, but here you know exactly what's coming and exactly where your opponent is. I'd be surprised not to see one of these people, or one of these players, going for Warp Gate.
Does look like we see a little chrono boost saved up by oGs.MC. Could do a little bit of pro boost in action, but generally you want to have two chrono boosts saved up right when that core is finished. We see the exact same thing on Duckload.Ra's front, but look at this. A gas guys are going down for Duckload.Ra. And now, if we do take the chill theory of Protoss versus Protoss, where everyone wants to forward Warp Gate, no matter what the size of the map is, then that second gas might be a little bit dangerous.
Yeah, super dangerous, and I'm surprised he would do that with MC right in the main base, but, you know, I guess he has no problems with showing his plan. Dropping the second gateway, so this may be the double stalker again, which will transition into the three stalkers. Going out, trying to chase the probes, meanwhile MC dropping the chrono boost to get that stalker out, and actually getting a second assimilator as well, so maybe 4-gate is out of style.
Wow, yeah, I mean, 4-gate is just so passe. I mean, it was cool when it was underground, right, Chill? When only a couple people did it, it was hip, but now we're seeing White.Ra go for a 4 Warp Gate. In the meantime, if we take a little trip to oGs.MC's base, I'm really intrigued by this absolutely no unit-producing structures at all build that he's doing, where, look, there's the robotics facility going down right now, but still it feels very, very unsafe. He's getting such a late set of structures.
And a little bit of battle go. Oh my god, both stalkers kill each other. That was crazy. Now the Zealot's going to work on each other. MC being very aggressive, and you know what White.Ra has actually done here is he put down the assimilator with no intentions of mining from it whatsoever. So I guess he was trying to force MC to go robotics to deal with some sort of gas rush, while he was actually going 4-gate, and he's got this probe trying to drop a pylon over in MC's base, but it gets taken out by MC's stalker. Now stalker's going to the main base of White.Ra, taking out the stalker, and another one going to go to work on this zealot of MC. So White.Ra trying to continue with the 4 Warp Gate, but meanwhile MC transitioning into a robotics with 2 more gateways on the way, and he's got this sentry there. So White.Ra getting on his horse, he's got to get another probe over there, and it's a ways away.
But this is going to be really close. oGs.MC just now getting his Warp Gates done. We see a sentry now finishing up 2 sentries on the high ground. A lot of stalkers advancing forward. There's that probe planting a pylon down by that left Zelnaga watchtower, and he tries to poke up, and the Immortal finishes just in time. And look at this MC throwing down 4 Warp Gates of his own. Does not want to get caught off guard in this fight.
Yeah, and this is where it becomes difficult. 4 warp gate against defensive 4 warp gate really comes down to micro. It can be done if White.Ra is equal to the task, or he may transition into something else. We'll have to wait and see what his preference is. He's reinforcing very far away. He's got to drop another pylon a little bit closer if he wants to reinforce right at the front, but that may not be the best idea, as MC now has finished 4 warp gates, and he's got an immortal out. Second immortal almost on the way, as White.Ra trying to press forward. He doesn't have that pylon finish. Moving forward with 2 donation zealots, which go to work, immediately taken out. He's trying to go through the force field, but unfortunately the laws of physics in StarCraft do not allow that. The pylon about to complete, as White.Ra going to continue the attack. Here he goes, moving up. Sentry going to force field yet again, isolating the zealots, as those are all taken out. White.Ra warping in zealots on the high ground. 4 zealots going to work, trying to take out what? Oh my god, another force field, isolating the stalkers yet again, and with those 2 immortals able to run in and take out the stalkers. This does not look good for White.Ra in game number 2.
Oh, MC just ripping the Stalkers apart with that superior immortal count, darting forward with the immortals to try to pick off the Stalkers. He gets every single one, and there's the good game MC with the incredible defense. Duckload down 0-2. All the foreigner Protoss heroes having a very struggle morning, and we see the traditional Duckload good game into hang out for 10 seconds. Looks like Duckload just letting him kill those last few units, changing the score differential a little bit. But now game 3 is going to be on GSL Crevasse. So White.Ra again is going to have to be very aware of that 4 warp gate. It's quite potent on this map because the forward pylon has a very clear, easy spot in the center up on that high ground. So you see a lot of early aggression in PvP on this map to try to deny that probe from planting the pylon. But if it does go down, it's always a huge, huge threat.
Yeah, very true. And if you allow your opponent to kind of play 4 warp gate and you try to defend with the 3 warp gates, well, he can just sit down and take that destructible debris down very quickly. Despite having 1,000 HP, it goes down actually extremely quickly when stalkers are going to work on that. And once he opens that up, it's about 3 force fields to completely isolate that ramp. So very, very difficult for someone to defend 3 warp gate against 4 warp gate on this map. So expect to see, as Day9 pointed out, a lot of early aggression, as we've seen thus far throughout this PvP. And Day9, why don't you go ahead? You know, you do a lot for the StarCraft community. Why don't you, take a chance to plug yourself, let people know where can they get a hold of you, can they get more of your stuff online?
Oh, I thank you, Chill. My name is Day9. I do a show called the Day9 Daily that's about learning to be a better gamer, trying to look at what the pros do, figure out why they do it so you can do it too. Less of the fun, screaming, freak-out action that, I do here, for instance, at the TSL, where we want to find out who wins. But on the Day9 Daily, which you can find at day9.tv, we analyze and we learn and we take those tools so you can begin crushing the ladders and go from 0 to hero, baby. Or if you want the archives, go to day9tv.blip.tv. It just recently did a little bit of Terran versus Protoss analysis. So we'll be doing my next show on Sunday at 7. And Chill. You've been a staple of the Team Liquid community since the dawn of time. Who are you?
Well, actually, I recently celebrated my 20,000th post on TeamLiquid.net, so there's a post in the StarCraft 2 forum. I'd appreciate if everyone can go and take a look at the YouTube video, which kind of helped me put together kind of a refresher or a summary on the history of the TSL. TSL 1 and 2 are, and now 3, especially close to my heart. They're the tournaments that really put my name on the map, I guess, so to speak, and one of the first tournaments. Actually the first tournament I was given the opportunity to commentate. So that YouTube video means a lot to me. I'd appreciate it if everyone can just go take a look at that, just give it a view.
Yeah, and speaking of view, big thanks to all the people tuning in right now. Hello, viewers. Thank you for watching the Team Liquid Star League. We are so excited to bring the best of the best of the best players to duke it out on your Saturday and Sunday. So that way you can just sit at home drinking a coffee, relaxing, and get your day started on the right foot. Or if you're in Europe, please stay up all night and watch. We'll be going directly into Game 3 between Duckload.Ra, currently down 0-2 to oGs.MC. It's going to be on GSL Crevasse. You ready to roll, Chill?
Yeah, I have no objections. I really want to see what White.Ra can do to reverse this series. I don't want to see another 0-3 sweep, so let's see if he can get it done here in game number 3.